integration of dH is delta H. Here integration of TdS, T is constant. The phase change process occur at constant temperature. That temperature is saturation temperature. So the integration of this term is T delta S. Or you can say, after rearranging this equation, we can write delta S is equal to delta H upon T. Let's say this is equation 3. Now put equation 3 in equation 2. So if you put equation 3 in equation 2, then dP by dt saturation will be equal to delta S is equal to delta H by T. So delta H by T, and Vg minus Vf, I am writing it delta V. So this one, let's say this is equation 4. So this is called Clapeyron equation. This is called Clapeyron equation. This equation is applicable for any phase change process that occur at constant temperature and pressure. Applicable to any phase change process at constant temperature and pressure. Whatever may be the phase change process, this equation is applicable. Now there is one special case for this equation. Now we know the final volume is Vg, volume of gas, minus initial volume, which is volume of liquid. We know this Vg is very, very large as compared to Vf. When a substance changes from liquid to gas phase, then its volume will be very large in gas phase as compared to its volume in the liquid phase, especially at low pressure. Similarly, when system change from solid to vapor phase, then same situation happens. The volume of substance in solid phase is very small as compared to volume of same substance in gas phase. So for liquid vapor, and solid vapor, phase change at low pressure, especially at low pressure, this volume in gas phase is very, very large as compared to volume in liquid phase. So we know this delta V is equal to Vg minus Vf. So this Vf is negligible in comparison to Vg. So this delta V is equal to Vg only, because this is a negligible quantity. And if we assume vapor as an ideal gas, by treating vapor as an ideal gas, if we assume vapor as an ideal gas, then Vg will be equal to RT by P. This Vg will be equal to RT by P. Let's say this is equation 5. Now put this equation 5 in equation 4. So if we put this equation 5 in equation 4, then finally put 5 in 4, then finally we will get dP by dt at saturation will be equal to delta H by T delta V. Delta V is equal to Vg, and this Vg is equal to RT by P. So finally this will be equal to P by RT square. Okay. Now rearrange this equation. dP by P, saturation is equal to delta H by R dt by T square. Now integrate this equation, integrate, and finally you will get ln P2 by P1 is equal to delta H by R one upon T1 minus 1 upon T2 saturation. Use nomenclature P2, the final pressure minus is. And this equation is called Clapeyron-Clausius equation. So this equation is used to determine the variation of saturation pressure with temperature. To determine variation of saturation pressure with temperature. Okay, so this equation is used to determine variation of saturation pressure with temperature by assuming the volume of either solid or liquid phase is negligible. Second, we are assuming the gas behave ideally. So to derive this Clausius-Clapeyron equation, we make two assumptions. First, the gas is an ideal gas, and second one is the volume of gas the volume of liquid or solid phase is negligible as compared to volume of gas phase. So in this way we can determine Clausius-Clapeyron equation. So this is end of this lecture.